Okay, today's Sunday, August the 8th, 2021. Here's what I found this morning when I came out here. This was running all evening. As you can see, it's pretty soaked in there. And that could either be condensation or it might be bleach. I bleached that fan pretty good. And I apologize for my camera work. I'm doing this by myself. But I got the wheel pretty clean. And there's nothing metal here. No way to hold the light. But what I was able to do is take this front panel off, which is actually pretty easy. And probably the hardest part here was bending this metal piece. You got to kind of bend it, clip it down in these little holes. So I'm going to put that back together and then I'm going to try to film the reassembly of these plastic parts that go in here, which actually was not that difficult to remove and allowed me to clean the interior of this. And if you saw the video yesterday, you saw how absolutely filthy this thing was. Alright, I'll be back in a little while. I gotta try to get the tripod somewhere where it's gonna catch me doing this. I'll be back. I'm doing this by myself, so bear with me. I got nobody here to help me film this. Alright, I'll be back in a little while. Alright, here's the pieces that I removed. There's your little directional fins. I cleaned them, they were all moldy. Here's a little vent, swing door. That actually came out pretty easily. The tools I used were the screwdriver, some of these cotton swabs, and I used a acid brush and one of those disposable paint brushes, a small one, to get in there and clean it, while using a vacuum cleaner with a crevice tool to suck the mold out, which worked excellent. And if you got somebody to help you, it would really be easy, but doing all of that by myself was a chore. But if you got somebody to hold the vacuum while you're moving the brush around, it sucks it all out. That worked out really well. And to get these guys out, you can see they're just little pop-in deals. I just took my knife and I went in the bottom when it was in the unit and just gently pried up one of these and they came right out. And this piece, oh, there it goes on the floor. This piece came out really easy. It's really flexible. It just unpopped and it's going to pop right back in. So all in all, having figured this out and getting away from focusing my attention on taking that entire front panel off and focusing on where I needed to go, made this a pretty simple job. Alright, I'll be back in a little while. I gotta set up a tripod and hope it don't tip over and try to film this. And oh, by the way, here's something else I tried to do. I tried to get in here with my endoscope and I couldn't get it past the fan blade. I wanted to get a look inside, but I was unable to do that. Just thought I would throw that in. Alright, I tried all the tricks. Okay, what I've done is I put that black metal deflector or screen or whatever you'd want to call it, keep things from falling in there. That does require two hands and you have to bend it and manipulate it to get it back in, but as you can see, I have done it. Now I'm going to set this up on the tripod because the plastic pieces snap back in and it literally is just a snap-in procedure. There's nothing to it. So I'm going to try to set this up best I can. Again, I got no one to help me film this, but I'm going to try to show snapping the pieces back in place, and obviously removing the pieces is exactly the opposite of the way I'm going to put them back in. It's really pretty simple once you take your mind away from focusing on the cabinet. That's what I was focused on, and that was my problem. You need to get in here to clean the squirrel cage. You don't need to remove the cabinet. Alright, I'm going to try to set up the tripod and finish this up. More to come. Okay, I'm going to try to catch this. I'm going to try to keep my body out of the shot. This is super easy to do. Here's the piece. This side here has little notches on it. That's what makes it go up and down. Put this side in first. See that? This thing in here in the center notch will fall right in. Simply push this up. Push that down. Boom. That's it. It's back. It's installed. Simple as hell. Now you take your little diversion deals. And these are really difficult. Why the hell they couldn't tell you to do that, I don't know. So here you go. There's the little deals. It's just that easy. That's how you take it apart. Alright, I'm going to reset this and get ready to turn this back on. That's all there is to it. That's a matter of minutes to disassemble the blower area to clean the squirrel cage. No special tools required. Super simple. You don't have to take the cabinet apart. That's all there is to it. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here's the end result. And as I hopefully showed, that was super easy. Anybody can do this. You don't need to call a professional AC repairman, which is absolutely ridiculous. Those plastic pieces pop right out, and now we're going to turn it back on just to show you it still works. There she goes. She's ramping up. The main reason I love this AC unit is it uses so little power. Last year I had an 8,000 BTU LG window unit. It used double the power this does. If you're unfamiliar with my channel, this is a total off-grid property. Everything here runs on solar power, so efficiency is priority one for me. And that is why I love that unit. So I hope this helps somebody. Anybody that's got one of these units, you're going to get mold sooner or later. I just showed you how to reinstall it, and the assembly, the disassembly is just as easy. All these things just pop right out. This lever bends, pulls right out. The hardest thing to do is get that metal screen out, and that wasn't that difficult. So there you go. Thanks for watching. That's how you clean your Midea I 8,000, 10,000, or 12,000 units. It's a piece of cake. Once I stopped focusing on removing the cabinet, you don't need to remove the cabinet. Just take these plastic pieces out. You can access the fan as I showed. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you outside where I readjusted the angle of the AC unit more than they recommended. And I'll show you a little trick on how to get the condensation out of the frame of the air conditioner without drilling holes. So stay to the end and you'll see that. All right. Thanks for watching, and stay till the end to see the tips and tricks on the outside. That's it for now. Okay, here's a little change I made outside. The back side of this Midea U-shaped AC unit 12,000. I tipped it down a bit more. Got one more pin out. Tipped it down a bit more. And another thing I did to help with the drainage, these little things here, these are gun cleaning patches. It's kind of foot-like material. I just took I got it right here. Just took a wire tie, shoved these down in here. As you can see, they're draining the water without coming underneath here and drilling a hole. So there's the condensate coming out, and hopefully that should help the inside unit drain a lot better. So that was a little tip and trick for you. If you want to help get some water out of here, put some kind of wicking material. You can see how much it's working. That's just beautiful. That's working real good. Alright, that's the drainage tip. They went more than they recommended. That's what I would normally put a window AC unit in. You know, you can visibly see it's tilted. Alright, that's it for the drainage trick. And as you can see, it's working really well. Alright, that's it for the test.